Hi everyone, we are here at MediaPost's Brand Insider Summit Health and Pharma with Michelle Lenzo, VP of Health Sales, and Scott Olson, Account Director of Health Sales. Michelle, tell me about the conference so far here in beautiful La Jolla, California.
We're really enjoying the conference. There's a lot of mix of great vendors and clients and agencies. So we're really getting an interesting perspective of the healthcare industry and their challenges that they're facing. Some things that we found, from these conversations that we've had is that there's not a lot of people that are active in the cookie-free space. When asked by one of the speakers, by a show of hands, who's doing cookie-free solutions, only 3 people raised their hand. So we really identified that there is an opportunity for us to work with our agency and brand partners to really socialize custom patient targeting. We've also, listened to a lot of the speakers and panelists, and we're hearing a lot of themes around contextual. And we find that we really do have a way to complement what people are doing and to really find incrementality to find those audiences using custom patient targeting. So overall, I felt like we've really validated that we have a solution that's super relevant to our agency and brand partners that we can go out and tout in the market.
Thanks, Michelle. Scott, you had your presentation yesterday. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, we had a really receptive room, and really the takeaway from us, and I think Michelle can echo my sentiments, we opened folks' eyes into what we can and cannot do. And when I say we really opened them, a lot of folks out there didn't understand that we could actually use RWD data to actually seed an audience set.
So as Scott was speaking, I was surveying the room, just, kind of taking the temperature of like how people were receiving this information, and everyone seemed super engaged. And following Scott's presentation, I was stopped by 2 different clients to ask more information, and they had specific questions about, if I don't have specific ICD-10 codes, how can I still reach this audience? Which we were able to, share how we could do that and build a real prescriptive audience recommendation. So I think Scott's presentation really opened the door to validate that we have something different and that we can then take those conversations outside of the conference.
And it really drives home our messaging where, we're really indicating that, 2 different things. We're minimizing waste, right? And we're offering more precision, because a lot of folks have actually come up to us and we've been exposed to new challenges that they have that we think that we can help.
Michelle, tell me about some of the other takeaways from other content throughout the conference.
So at this conference, we were able to hear from a lot of brands directly to hear about what are their pain points, what are their challenges, how are they restructuring their organizations to really speak to the patients. And some of the things that we're hearing is the challenges of reaching HCPs and how can we do that at scale? How are we going to reach that patient within their customer journey at the right time, before they're diagnosed or when they're, experiencing, different pain points. And so really just thinking about how Dstillery can complement that and really reach that patient at the right point in the customer journey. We talked a lot about like omni-channel of like, how are we going to reach this person using different channels of activation, and it just really got us thinking about like where we add the most value in this equation and how we can sort of speak that language to really hit on some of the pain points that we're hearing from these clients directly.
And just our overall exposure, or really for our edification to understand, who are the brands facing the challenge, what are the therapeutic areas. And I think the exposure, to really a whole is the really concentration on, let's call it rare disease or ultra rare disease. There's not a whole lot of what we call blockbuster indications out there anymore. So really the focus is really narrowing that scope on who that audience is and really trying to drive home their messaging that they think we can help out with.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Let's get back to the show.
Easy.